Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dave, and today we're doing another eBay Was It Worth It episode. So if you've seen the last couple episodes, I have been sharing my massive eBay haul, which is all over here. I've got a lot of packages that I still have not opened, and I need to because I want to give these people appropriate feedback. And I can't wait forever because the packages have already been here for a few days while I was gone at Philly Brickfest. I'm going to go ahead and pull 4 packages just like we've been doing the last couple episodes. We are going to open those. I don't actually know what's in them. I have an idea of some of the stuff I've ordered, but I don't know which package is which. I don't remember what I paid for them. A lot of time has passed since I actually placed these orders. But we're going to go ahead and get into that, and I am going to ask the question, was it worth it? These deals are items that I picked up one morning between around 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Because I couldn't sleep, which is not the best idea, folks. But I picked them up looking at either buy it now, newly listed items, or auctions ending soon, placing bids on those, which meant that I didn't have a lot of time to react, which is why I have to ask the question, was it worth it? I jumped in. I didn't necessarily do as much research as I would have liked to, and so we have a little bit of a gamble. I like a little bit of a gamble. Hopefully you enjoy sharing my gamble with me. So let's get ready to get into these. Real quick though, before we do, I'm going to ask you to go down and click on that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment. If this is your first Was It Worth It episode, I want to know that. And if you've gone back after watching this episode and watched the other ones, I want to know that too. I'm real curious what all of you think of this particular series. I'm excited about it. I love finding good deals. And being able to find them from your home, that's even better. Because now I don't have to go anywhere. So I may have to keep this up and continue to shop for eBay items between the hours of 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. There was a lot of refreshing on my phone going on. All right, let's get into these packages. I'm ready. I'm hoping that these turn out better than the last bunch. I know I ended up having to kind of go back and look at them in a different light by searching them up on Amazon FBA, which did help the value. I had the one that was just such a bad deal, though. If you haven't seen that, please go back and watch that. I don't know what I was thinking. We are going to have some better luck this time, though, right? We're going to ask that question, was it worth it? And I hope that I'm going to say yes to all 4 of these items. We are going to get started with this. I will say one common theme among here is that most of these are packaged way better than some of the last ones. I do have one more questionable one, but it did come from the same buyer as last week. So stay tuned. We're going to do that one last. Here we go. Let's get into this one. I need my tool. There it is. I can just rip this open. Okay, here we go. First assessment. We got some void fill in here. Done through the use of paper. That's okay. We have a set. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. We have set number 40254, the Lego Nutcracker. I don't own any of these. And so this one, I'm going to say, was it worth it? We are going to check the value, but I don't think I'm probably going to give this up. I'm likely going to add this to our Winter Village theme as kind of like a little statue or a model in the town. This is new sealed in box, though. So maybe I should sell this one and see if I can buy a used one for myself, because I'm going to open it anyway. Next question. What in the world did I pay for this? So I'm looking up the price on eBay for what I paid for this. It's a little bit scary. This is more than what I was thinking I had paid for it. And I got to sign into my eBay again. Why in the world does eBay constantly log me out? What's going on with that? So here we go. We had, the item was $38, which I think is probably a good price. However, $8.25 shipping. I mean, I get that it was in a priority mail package, but I do a lot of priority mail as well, and this is not a heavy item. I'd be willing to bet that that could have at least been $7. Whatever. Then I got my tax on top of it. $49.03 after everything's said and done. I'm going to real quick now pull up the price on Bricklink as the first assessment. So on Bricklink, oh man, yikes. Now, I will say the one thing with Bricklink, if I was to purchase it from there, I would have to be pretty cautious about what someone charged me for shipping as well, right? This particular item I paid $38 before shipping. On Bricklink, $32.04 was the average price. If I right now look to see, I'm almost scared to know this, but if I look up on Bricklink and I go to new, slight compression from shipping, can send pictures. So the cheapest one, $35 prior to shipping. I probably could have gotten away with that set cheaper than I got this one. I'm going to guess that I'm not going to see a lot of return in this. I don't know if I said it there. $32.04 is the average price. So I definitely overpaid for this one. Let me... I have to share this. Sorry. I was going to scan the Amazon or the barcode for Amazon FBA. It specifically says, don't use this to crack nuts. Like, in what world do we live that you actually have to put that on the box for a Lego toy? Who's going to jam a nut in there and try and break this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure someone will. But are you also at the same time going to say, hey, Lego, my nutcracker broke when I tried breaking nuts with it? Really? All right, Amazon FBA, just a real quick sanity check. We have, boy, that shipping just killed this one. $53.29 after all the fees and everything. So, I mean, there's a little bit of room. I could make $3 on this item. Luckily, it's for myself. Unfortunately, we are starting this episode off by asking, was it worth it? And having to say no. So, unfortunately, I should have looked on this one better. I'm not sure what I think I was distracted by the prior to shipping price. Seems to be a going theme. I'm not looking at these things clearly as hard as I should be. So, first item, unfortunately, is not worth it. Let's go ahead and get to package 2. This one's a pretty full item. So, big box. Shipping charge on this one was a ton. $15 shipping on this item. I'm a little nervous if I actually paid that much or if that's just how they shipped it. I mean, it's less than 2 pounds. Why in the world was this $15 to ship? Let me see what we have. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm not going to blame the seller on this, but I am not a fan of these packing peanuts. These things got to go. I'm not a fan of packing peanuts. I use bubble wrap, void fill, and if you're going to use something else as kind of a void fill area or as a cushion, I prefer the packing paper kind of like crinkled up. Here we have it, though. We have set number 75250, Pisana Speeder Chase. I probably butchered the name, but it's a Star Wars set. This one should be new in box, and it does appear to be. So this one looks in really good condition. Next question, though, is what in the world did I spend on this? I'm getting a little more nervous now that I just got done seeing what I did on that Nutcracker. The first 2 episodes I don't feel as bad about now. I'm a little nervous. If this thing had a $15 shipping charge on it, I got a real bad feeling about what I spent on this. This item, thankfully, I got for what I think was pretty cheap, $19.99. I did not pay that insane shipping cost that they had on it, though. $15 and something is what they paid for shipping. They charged me $10.79, so I guess that's good. I still don't know in what world this box costs that much to ship with via USPS. But I also don't go into the retail. I use the commercial online site for it. So whichever. Total $32.63. The next question, though, 75250, is what in the world is this thing worth? I almost think that this set is also something that's still on shelves some places. So if I go to Bricklink, average price $30.43, which honestly is not bad considering that does not factor in the shipping cost. So that's actually reasonable. So I'm going to use my phone to pull this up to see what I could get for it if I sold it on Amazon. So if I sold this on Amazon right now, I could walk away with $27.84, which is not great. I can also buy this for $39.99 from Amazon today, free shipping. So I need to look at this one with a slightly different eye because it's not about is the value there right now. So if this is a $40 set, being able to get this for $32 doesn't necessarily seem like a ton of stuff. And if I turn around and sell it, the fees are going to kill all the profit out of it. However, being that this set, I believe, is retired, the goal for this one is to put it on a shelf. And to get a retired set for less than retail price, MSRP, I'm going to call that a win. So even though the value isn't there right now, I think the value will be there in the future. So is this worth it, or was this worth it? Yes. This thing's going to sit on a shelf for probably another year, and maybe Q4 next year, this thing will shoot up to $60, $70, and I will get my value back out of it. Alrighty. Next package. We've got small box. Let's see what we've got in here. This box comes to us from California as well. All right. So, small set, small box. Did have a lot of bubble wrap around it. I find it interesting. They've actually got it in this like plastic sealed stuff. I'm getting rid of this because honestly, I need to check the condition of the box itself. And if it's going to be crushed, I want the opportunity to crush it myself. It is squishy a little bit. I'm going to guess that was there when I purchased it. So I'm going to pull that up. We're going to look up the price. But this is set number 75031 Tie Interceptor. So we're going to look that up. It's one of the micro fighters. This one is from 2014. So definitely a retired set. I spent a little bit more than what I was hoping I had spent on it. I spent $21.20 on this item. And when I look at the picture, it does look like it was a little bit squishy. So I can see this. They packaged well. Item as described. Hard to argue with that. The part I need to argue with is, why in the world am I purchasing these sets? Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Pulling up Bricklink. We've got average price on Bricklink, $17.80. So not getting my money there right now. Let's go ahead and check Amazon FBA. We've got on Amazon FBA, after fees, I can walk away with $22.01. Barely any profit in it right now. And since this is from 2014, I'm not sure this is going to go up a lot more. I think what I'm probably going to have to do with this is try and sell this locally via Facebook Marketplace. And fingers crossed, hope I can actually pull $25, $30 for it. Maybe I'll hang on to it just a little bit. I don't know. Was this worth it? No. I'm not sure what I was thinking. A 2014 set. We are already 7 years after. It's doubled in price. That's great. But for it to double in price again, what am I going to be waiting? Another 7 years? Not worth it, folks. Wow, I am striking out this episode. Hopefully, this last package is going to do it for me. So, if you saw last week's episode, you can see that we opened one of these. This is another one of those packaging paper wrapped sets. The last one I was able to tear into through the front. This one, not so much. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised. I ordered a few of this particular, or I ordered a few sets from this particular seller, and they didn't package them all together. I would have almost expected that they would have sent me a question asking me, saying, hey, do you mind if we just put all these in the same box? Offered to split a little bit of shipping or refund me some small part of my money. And we both could have saved a little extra money on it. That's not what they did. That's okay, too. So you can see here, we have another architecture set. And this is one that I was a little bit more cautious about. This one I'm interested in. So I feel like I remember seeing this in the order. I'm pretty sure the price is good. Let me go ahead and look up what I paid for this. I guess while I'm pulling that up, we got set number 21006. It's the White House, one of the Lego architecture sets. So I spent $94.34 on this. And really the key to it, it was $89 plus a little bit of shipping. The thing that I'm not super excited about, so it's listed as new, and it's referred to brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged. The seals are open on this. I'm not super excited about that. That will devalue the set. I'm going to have to now go through and see. I mean, it looks like all the bags inside are sealed. Unfortunately, though, you can't quite get away calling that new. That's not a new sealed product. At a minimum, this should be considered an open box product. I might have to message the seller on this one and try and work something out. I remember trying to look at the pictures on it. The last one I got was definitely sealed, which is what had me excited. When I look at this one, it was real hard to see in the pictures if it was open or not. All the pictures make it look like it's closed. There's certainly no clear, distinct picture letting me know that it's been opened. Not fond of the cut tape, for sure. If I look up on Bricklink, the average price of the White House is currently $106.38. Now, that's new. Unfortunately, with this box cut open, I don't know that I can pass that off as new. And if I go to Amazon FBA, the real tough thing here is that I don't think I want to try and slide this by on Amazon, putting tape over top of that tape, because that's just going to feel a little bit shady to me. But on Amazon, I can get $118.71, which is around a $20 profit from this. I might be able to get away trying to sell it locally, I suppose. But again, I think I might have to message the seller on this one. I don't think that's quite a fair way to represent it. Anything that I post on eBay, I make sure that it specifically says new open box or seals cut, open box, sealed bags. I forget what I call it exactly, but it's very clear what it is, representing this and only showing pictures of this. And he did show the corner up here, I think, to show me that it had a little bit of a crease in it. Not that that's a big deal, but the front, the back, a zoom in up here. It should have been photographed this way, right? Because then it would have been clear that, oh, wait a minute, yeah, it's new, but the seals are broken. I'm going to message the seller on that one and see if we can't work something out. Yeah, it's just not exactly what I would have expected. So hopefully we can come to some kind of an agreement on that. That is going to be it for today's video. In summary, we had a not worth it item. Not actually sure what I was thinking. Another not worth it item. We had a worth it item. This one I'm happy with. Again, not the profit now, but that's not why I bought it. And then this one, had it been sealed, I would have said that this was worth it, right? $94 to be able to make $116. I don't know that I would have necessarily sold it via Amazon. I think I might have sold this locally to try and reduce on the fees to give me a little bit more margin. But with the open box, that's going to be real tough. So I'm going to go with not worth it, just for the fact of me having to go through this experience and having to try and communicate with the seller now. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my eBay purchases. Based on this one, I would argue, don't go shopping on eBay between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning. Wait until you had your first cup of coffee, I think. Or your second. That might even be better. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned again next week for another episode of Was It Worth It? Bye.